People need to start taking responsibility for their actions instead of blaming someone else. Those students at SuccessTech in Ohio led Asa to his death. They pretty much pulled the trigger on his gun. Asa Coon was a smart boy whose life was cut way too short because people didn't like the way he dressed. These people went out of their way to hurt Asa. This world needs help. We're killing off innocent children because of the way they look or something they're born with. Sometimes with the way people treat others, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go off somewhere where there's nobody around, just so I can be by myself and not have to worry about anything like that. All it takes to make a difference in somebody's life and change the world is to just reach out. Pick someone up who's been kicked down, just help somebody, make a friend. It's not that hard to say, hey, how are you, and just become friends with someone that really needs it. Just stop the madness, stop bullying. It kills people, and you never know. Not only may you be saving that person's life, but you could be saving your own. I'm sure that in a minute. There's a song by Super Chick, it's called Hero. It's about bullying, suicide, and how people influence other people. There's a remix to it, and there's a little section that kind of relates to this. And it goes, little Mikey D was the one in class who every day a bully harassed. This went on for years until he decided never again would he shed another tear. So he walked through the door, grabbed a 4-4 out of his father's dresser drawer, and said, I can't take life no more. And like that, life could be lost. This isn't even about that. All of us just sat back and watched it happen, thinking it's not our responsibility to solve a problem that isn't even about me. This is our problem. This is just one of the daily scenarios which we choose to close our eyes instead of doing the right thing. If we make a choice and be the voice for those who won't speak up for themselves, how many lives would be saved, changed, and rearranged? But now it's our time to pick a side, so don't keep walking by. You don't want to interview because you just want to exist and never be seen, so let's wake up, change the world. Our time is now. It pretty much is just saying that when you see somebody getting picked on and shunned, don't just walk by. Don't just ignore it like that's not my problem, I don't care. All you gotta do is just help that person up. You don't even have to stand up to the person tormenting them. You just stand up, you help that person because you never know, that could just make a world of difference. The girl I've been talking to, Caitlin, she wanted me to read something that she had wrote for you guys to hear. So it says, hello everyone, my name is Caitlin Spillman. I was not close to Asa, but I was with his cousin for 5 years and I knew a lot about him. He wasn't the kid that the media put him up to be like. When my boyfriend called me when this happened, I was devastated. I didn't know what to do, but all I could do was cry. Because just for someone so young and innocent to have to go through something like that, it's just horrible. When Asa lived with his mother, there were no daily beatings, and his brother Stephen did not burn him. If this was the case, and Asa hated his family, like the media said, then don't you think he would have killed them? His brother said the last thing he said to Asa was, if anybody comes over or calls, don't wake me up. The next thing Stephen knew, the police were knocking at the door, looking for his mother, and he asked what was going on, but the police officers refused to tell him what had happened. When his mother, Lori, arrived home, the officers told her what happened. This was tragic for a lot of people. The next day, police officers came and arrested his brother, Stephen. He's still in jail right now. The media tells things that you would not believe, but here's a little bit that I could bear to say. I wish I could say more, but I'm not completely over this just yet. Just remember, bullying isn't the way to go. So when you think about bullying someone, just think about this child who took his life because some kids didn't agree with what he looked like or his beliefs. I have an image, a very graphic image, of Asa. I do not support the release of this photo, but when I had seen this picture, it kind of really hit hard. Like it makes it a reality that this actually happens. If you don't want to see the image when I come around, just kind of look away. It is a bad image. But this is Asa. He put the gun in his mouth and pulled the trigger in a classroom. A police officer took this picture with his cell phone and put it all over the internet. When they tracked it down and found out who did it, they suspended him from the force for 8 days. Only 8 days. That's just a slap on the wrist for what he did. I don't know.
Right. So really, he just got put out for 8 days and get away with it.
But the whole point of the speech is just to stop the madness. I mean, there's no point in tormenting someone else because you could go up and just push someone into a locker. You think it's no big deal, but to that person, they're feeling like everybody around hates them and they don't want to be here anymore and they just want to leave. And nowadays it's become a really popular thing that instead of just going out by yourself, take the people that killed you with them. The people that led you to your suicide, take them with you. So school shootings are extremely popular. In America, it's the highest it's ever been. It's happening every other week. You know, just last week there's a school shooting in California. It's a horrible thing, but nobody wants to do anything to stop it. And honestly, it's like clicking the button on your remote to change the channel. All you gotta do is help someone. It's not that hard, and we can all make a big difference if we just reach out. And that's it.